The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Hello, I'm Gail Devins, and welcome to Discover Easton. I'm here at Fernandes and Ace Hardware on Depot Street, and beside me is Ken Fernandes, the owner, and Kevin O'Neill, who's the store manager. And so we're going to have a very informative talk today, but what I'd like to start with is you go way back with the store, right? I mean,
Correct.
the history is amazing. As a little girl, I remember coming here and, well, the store when it was a different,
Correct.
store, coming here with my mother and my father and just seeing your father sitting there and everything. It was just great. I love that. It was just good memories. But I do understand that this is a very big year, right, for Fernandes and Ace Hardware. You're both celebrating some milestone anniversaries, right?
Yes, for us, it's 66 years. My father started this in 1958, and it was just a little shack down that end over there.
Yeah.
And my father was a firm believer, and he only built additions when he could afford it. So we called it the Nooks and Cranny store
Yep.
because it had little additions, and they were all kind of not uniformly set up,
Yeah.
but that's the way he did it.
Yep.
And then in 1986, I came over here full time to work with my brother-in-law and my sister and my father, who I'd like to say worked into his 90s here.
Did you really?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And so it just got to the point that the old store wasn't conducive. It was too small.
Yeah.
So my brother-in-law and I decided and started around 2004 to build a new store.
Oh, okay.
And so what we wanted to do, though, was to build something that we could still stay open with. So we pride ourselves that we were not closed one day
Wow.
for this whole change. So we built the first portion of the store, which is aisles from here to about aisle 6.
Okay.
Then we tore down the old store, built the rest of it, and continued.
Wow.
And
That's smart.
Kevin has joined us now. I think for full disclosure, Kevin is my son-in-law.
Oh, very
Okay? So so we have a third
Best boss in the
generation.
world. So
good. Best boss. Oh, very good.
So we're already into our third generation.
Oh, wow.
And
That's right,
I'm
okay.
proud to say that my granddaughter, who's 14, works here on the weekend. So we're into our fourth generation.
No.
Yep.
You're kidding me. Wow.
So
That's
it's
incredible.
it's a big year for us, but it's also a big
Yeah.
year for Ace.
Okay.
Ace is 100-year anniversary this year.
Really?
So
Wow.
they started in 1924. A few guys got together and they were selling things in the Chicago area. And they said, gee, if we got together and bought stuff together, we might be able to get better prices. And it's grown to over 5,000 stores now.
Really?
And we're in Europe,
I didn't know that. Really?
Canada, Mexico,
Really?
China. Ace has stores quite a few places. So this is a big one. This is a big anniversary coming up.
Wow, that is amazing. Boy.
yeah, I don't have anything to add. I mean, it's great having like a hometown hardware store. It's definitely family run. It's been family owned, like most Aces. There's a lot of pride that's taken in it. This is our livelihood, not just a job, not just a place we come to work. This is us. This is our family.
Yeah.
So so we take a lot of pride in that, and I think it's shown. Every Ace is family owned, and they take a lot of pride in those stores, and that's it.
And I
Really
find
try
it
to do our best
interesting.
by our customers.
Oh, okay. And I find it interesting. You said that Ace has a lot of family-run hardware stores, so that makes it even nicer.
It does.
You know what I mean? It's like that whole image, right? That's really nice.
I think
Yeah.
one thing Kevin and I, we always talk about this, is I'm dating myself here, but the TV show Cheers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody knows your name.
There you go.
That's the way it is here. I mean,
Yep.
customers come in,
Nice.
they'll
Yep.
ask Kev, how was your vacation? How was
Wow.
this? Or, Ken, how you getting over your cold or something like that? Or will vice versa the other way. So it is really a nice environment. We're very fortunate. We have very loyal customers.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's great because you get the best of both worlds, right? The individualized connection, the care, yet you have we'll take a tour, but I'll tell you, you have every single thing under the sun in the store. It's incredible. It's just crazy. Now, before I forget, so what are your hours of operation like during the week in the days?
So Monday through Friday, we're open 7:30 to 5.
That's good.
Saturday 7:30 to 4, and Sunday actually we're open 10 to 3 as well.
Oh, those are good hours.
Yep. So 7 days
Yeah.
a week. Love to be open later, but again, we're a family business,
Right,
So like
your
we
families.
really, we do. Our employees do. We really try to look out for that. So,
Oh, that's good.
So
That's
it's
really good.
although competition can always have late hours, but
Yeah.
we have core values that we want to stick by. So
Wow, that's amazing. And I'm sure that the employees reflect just the happiness because they're happy to work here. They know they're not going to be overworked. So that works out great.
I mean, I feel that way, and I hope that way. I mean, to me, I've always said my employees are my family. They're an extended family. They're not just a guy or a girl that works here. They're somebody that means something to us.
Yeah.
And I think we try to work with them. They work with us, and it's a nice give and take.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. That's wonderful. And so, what would you say is your favorite part of the business?
It's got to
You've
be
been
the
in it for
people,
years.
the customers.
Customers, really?
Yeah. Dealing with people. No,
Customers. I mean, anytime you deal, retail, it's got its ups and downs.
Sure.
There's always, hot spots and tension and stuff. But to me, it's our customers. Like I love working with people with their projects. I love when they come back in like 2 years and they're like, remember that project? Oh, here's a picture of it, and like the
that's
smile
great.
on their face, and the couples that come in when they're just starting their homestead, and and then we have a more aged population where they really just needed that help with something, and they're like, you helped me a couple years ago, and we can look up all the things we did and the projects we worked on, and we delivered right to your door.
Nice.
So it's definitely like it. They are the bloodline. They are what keeps us going. I mean, trying to have a satisfactory relationship with all of our customers, and we know them. Most of them, I'd say 85%, we probably know by first name as soon as you walk in the door. So
and they've been with us for years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got customers back into the 8, like you just said, when you were a kid.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we got people that tell us that story all the time.
Oh man, yeah. I still remember the boards walking up, going up
Creaky
and the
floors,
creaky boards. Yeah. Oh wow, that's excellent. So the customers are like top priority, which
Absolutely.
is great.
100%.
And you don't always get that, like in the big box stores. You don't always get that individualized. Hey, how you doing? How's the project going? So
a lot of people. That's a very common comment. People come in and be like, I've gone elsewhere and I just don't get the help that and I can walk you down there, and we pride ourselves on trying to get a customer to the exact spot they can find that product, or we'll give them recommendations. We don't want you just floating around in the store. I want to help you like genuinely go down and provide assistance. Maybe that product that you have isn't the right one. Try this, because I tried it. It worked really well. These are the comments I've had on it. So we try to really wrap our personal experience into it. Ken and I have both built portions, or if not the whole house that we've lived in, and and so we have a lot of experience in that. And a lot of our employees, they've picked up a lot of learning. Ace, one of the benefits of Ace, they have a lot of courses and things like that for our employees to go through and teach a little bit of electrical, plumbing, lawn and garden, that type of thing.
Amazing.
So we really try to have a great breadth of product knowledge, and we try to provide that to our customers.
Yeah.
One thing, and I think I've instilled it, and Kevin is instilling it too, is my father always believed in 2 things: quality and service. And we try to get the better quality lumber, because I make sure I mention that we're not only a hardware store, but we have a full service lumber yard in the back. We can build your whole house for you.
Oof.
But we've always tried to buy the better quality material
Good to know.
And we always try to have the service to help somebody. I tell our employees, that I want you to treat them like you'd want to be treated when you go into a store.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really good. And you're bringing that, what your father wanted the store to be, by continuing that. That's really important. That's great. Oh, so nice. Wow. So now, okay, so I noticed that occasionally you'll be doing some grilling out in the parking lot as customers come in. How often do you do that?
I'll tell you, this guy is the grill master.
Really? Okay.
I'd be.
I like to eat, and
Yeah, well,
might as well just put the two together. Yeah, we try to do a lot of demonstrations like on the grill. So I've kind of picked up doing that kind of part of the business, but there's no better way to show like a product than to like taste the food, smell the smells, like
Absolutely.
I mean, actually kind of move around the any of the devices that we have, like the wires, the triggers, big green eggs. We do a big green egg fest, once a year, and it's a
What's
huge
that all
thing.
about?
So it's a giant festival.
We just had it. May
We just had
14th.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it was-
did?
Yep.
Oh, I missed it.
So we had several eggs that we brought out there that you cook on. It's a charcoal barbecue grill. We bring in cooks from all over the place, and we
Really?
we have both like employees that are learning to do it, and then we have customers that have bought eggs. They've used them for years, and they cook on them. And then we have other cooks that actually do this more, professionally. And it's just such a wide variety of people that do it, and such a great event. People get to taste the food and see it in action, and it's there's no better way to understand something than to like see it and taste it and touch it and feel it.
Definitely. Yeah, because you just look at a grill and you're thinking, okay, well, I
it's
don't
a big
know.
green
It's-
thing, and what do you do? But
But
having that event or having we do little demonstrations outside, and I'll cook, like chicken wings or pork tenderloin, or like we'll do, ribs or do something like that.
Really?
And customers will come in. Recently we had, I did bacon wrapped Oreos, right? With a little powdered sugar.
bacon wrapped
They're unbelievable.
Oreos?
Yeah,
No
so-
way.
So you
No
wouldn't-
way.
You wouldn't,
Are
you
you
wouldn't
kidding?
really think of something
the
like
grill?
that. Yep.
Are you kidding?
So I'll have
I
the
can't
grill
even
going out
imagine
front.
what that tastes
Delicious.
like.
Yeah. I'll have
Really?
the grill going out front, and people they'll look at it and they can smell it burning and that type of stuff. And
Ooh.
I bring them in, they try it, and like, wow, that's crazy.
I want that grill.
And then I have people come in and they're like, "What spice did you use?" and whatever.
yeah,
and so
yeah,
we can
yeah.
walk right down and we show them the spices. And
Oh,
that
you
type
have
of stuff.
spices here
Oh,
too.
Yeah, we do all kinds of kind of
Wow,
full
man.
service. So
great.
there's so many different things, and how do you know? So when we show them and we cook on them and let customers experience like the food that comes off of them, it just that's where you get it. That's how you sell something. That's how if I were to buy something, I want to know
How is it done?
how is it done.
And how does it come out? What's the quality of the
And
food?
in my mind, does that take 20 minutes? Oh, well, you just did it right here in front of the store.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah,
can't be
yeah.
that hard,
Yeah.
But I love doing it, and customers love that engagement. You just have that when you walk in the store and you can just you smell the wood pellets going, and that hickory smoke, or that something. It smells like a campfire. It smells like a just like it brings a memory.
Oh,
and,
definitely.
and,
Yeah.
People love that engagement. So.
Yeah.
I mean, we have people
was.
that are always, when's your next one? When's your next one?
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how often do you do that? Do you do it just like
Once a month.
occasionally, or
Once a
month.
month.
Once a month?
Sometimes
Yeah.
twice a month. Sometimes
Okay.
Seasonal. When
Sometimes
it's warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
definitely.
kind of sometimes when the mood strikes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Ace
right.
actually does several events. One of the bigger events that they are doing as a company this year anyway is the biggest block party, and that's on June 29th. It's a Saturday. It's coming up, and so we're going to have some events with different products and that type of thing. But having that engagement, like the cooking and the very tactile. That's something we're going to have. I'm going to have grills out there. I'm going to have cooks there doing all kinds of different things. One of my cooks recently did pulled pork sushi.
Pulled pork sushi.
Yep. So
No.
and it was just, I
Are
mean,
you kidding?
some of the things you can do, the creativity is just amazing, and like the flavors and the tastes. It just so it really kind of brings that whole picture together. And Ace tries to do like several weekend events and things like that. So
And what
Nice.
Kevin's done, which I think is great, is we've had a good balance of, I call professional cooks, guys that know what they're doing inside and out,
Yeah.
to just your next door neighbor So if my next door neighbor can do it,
Oh,
then I can do it. You know, so it's not just this
right,
guy's a professional.
right.
He does
I'll
it for
never
a
be able
living.
to do that.
Yeah.
So
right,
I mean,
right.
like at the Egg Fest, we probably had 3 or 4 of the cooks were just a couple of them were our employees, and a couple of them were just our customers.
Really,
You know, and they're simple, but what they did was amazing.
Yeah.
But you know, as we're
That's
looking
neat.
in the background here, this part of the store has really taken off for us.
yeah. Backyard and barbecue.
Yep.
Yeah, that catches my eye for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's beautiful in here. It's just, I mean, I can't wait to go on the tour too. But before I forget, so there's the ACE Rewards program. How does that help a customer save money? How does that?
They
work?
accumulate points,
Okay.
and when they get to a certain level of points, Ace will send them a reward, $5, $10 off. The more you buy, of course, your rewards increase, and it's a pro. And it also is nice. I'm trying to see if I had something quickly here, but if you have an item that has a rebate, if you're an Ace Reward member, it's an instant rebate. So you don't have to worry about mailing anything
Yeah, you have to
in,
mail it. Okay.
calling anything in. It
Nice.
automatically
Really?
comes off.
Wow.
So it's a nice benefit.
Yeah. Ace Rewards member, it's also, we have like the app they can put on their phone. So everything's like digital, it's right there. Ace is phenomenal about like doing, discounts and reward stuff. They send coupons and things, 20% off, things off on sales. Like, so, the customers are always, I wouldn't say inundated with it, but they're given so many opportunities to save money, and
That's great.
above and beyond, like, the prices
sales
that we already
that are going on.
have, right?
Yeah.
So
Huh.
I think it's a great program for our customers to come in. They have things that draw them in, and Weber grills for right now they're on sale. So it's a great draw to come in. This is a season to do it.
Yeah.
And at that time, we try to keep all of our product selection up and right there and accessible.
Yeah.
So spices and rubs and different accessories and things like that. So
Yeah.
we try to round out their whole experience and give them the knowledge they need to have the best purchase experience possible, and that's it.
Wow.
I mean, one of the other features that I think I pride ourselves in is we do free local delivery and free assembly. So any grill or anything that you're going to do, we're going
You'll
to assemble
it?
We'll assemble it for you.
No.
We'll deliver it to your
Wow,
house.
that that hardly ever happens, right? You get the box, and you're like, oh, that box is quite small for what I bought, and you open it up, and there's screws everywhere, and there's directions, and it's a pain.
No, we simplify
So you
it.
put that together
Yep.
for free.
Yep.
Takes the frustration out of it, so it comes to your doorstep, and
Really?
we try to do white glove service as
Really?
much as we possibly can.
Isn't that amazing?
You don't need the tools,
Wow.
you don't need any of that. You just figure out what your menu is going to be, and we show up with a grill that's ready
Come
to
on,
go. So
really?
We probably put together today over 10 grills to go out
Today,
and
in just
deliver.
one day?
Yep.
Really?
yeah, our backyard staff, they've been phenomenal.
Mhm.
It's been a whirlwind since Memorial Day and
I'm
Father's
sure.
Day, any of the
Yeah.
holidays.
Oh, yeah.
With the ability to do online purchases, that type of thing, we get inundated with orders, so, and
Yeah.
it's very tough to keep up.
Mhm.
But the guys have done a phenomenal job at getting the grills ready, getting them together, getting them out. We try to coordinate with all of our customers to make sure we get the best experience possible. So.
Wow, this is amazing.
We succeed more times than not.
That is really good. That is really, and there's a new thing that happened recently, part of your business, right? And it's called the ACE Handyman Services.
That's correct. Yeah.
Can you explain
Sure.
that to
Sure.
us? Like, what's that?
Ace
all about?
Handyman. Well, Ace a couple years ago decided to venture into. They bought a handyman service company and renamed it Ace Handyman Service. And when I heard that, because all the years that we would sell people like a door or a window or something, they would say to me, "Can you install it?"
Oh yeah.
And I would say, "No, but I can give you the name of somebody,
Right.
but
Yep.
you have to deal directly with them."
Mhm.
Now I can say, "Yes, we can."
Hmm.
Ace Handyman.
Really?
So we have we have a full-time lady, Jen, who works there and coordinates everything.
Mhm.
We have 3 full-time craftsmen that are out on the road, all vetted by us, all full-time
that's
employees by
great.
me.
Wow.
So
Huh.
we're quite busy doing that,
bet.
and we've done anything from putting a smoke detector, changing a filter, to building your deck.
No.
You
Really,
know,
a deck?
so
Really? Wow.
you know,
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, doing all the projects, like, you know, we're kind of in a fun time where, you know, you have a younger crowd that, you know, might be not as handy, you know, or might not have the time. They're busy doing
Right, they're
things,
so
working from
busy.
home.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
you know, young kids doing all that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
To maybe an aged population that, you know, they used to do it, they just can't or probably shouldn't, you know.
Probably
So
shouldn't.
you know,
Exactly.
and, so
Like
all
climbing
those
ladders.
all those spaces in between,
Yeah.
that's where we come in. You know,
Mhm.
so it's not the big job. So you know, but it's those small little things that you know, we try to aim for 2 to 3 days. It's done. Like that's it.
Really?
All done. Yep. So
Wow.
you know, we're not rebuilding houses, but
Yeah.
we'll help with some sidings repair. We clean your gutters. You know, we do a small roof
Really?
repair. We roof
Really?
sheds.
there's
We,
very
Wow.
little we won't do.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So,
I'd also be
Amazing.
remiss if I didn't mention to you, I also have a third business.
You do? A third business?
Yes, we have a paint store in Brockton,
What?
Fernandes
Really?
Paint and Decorating,
How long have you had that?
almost 5 years.
Really?
Yes. How about my
Kidding
luck?
me.
I opened it a week before COVID hit.
Oh, yeah. Great. Oh.
But it's
man.
located right next to Lowe's, in fact, on Westgate Plaza.
Is it really?
Yeah, and it's just a paint
Oh.
store.
Okay.
With Benjamin Moore Paint and Sundries,
Okay.
and we do a good amount of paint out of there too.
Really?
Yep.
So that's like strictly a paint store,
Correct.
and it's called Fernandes
Paint and decorating.
and decorating. Really?
Yep.
Wow. So you're not busy enough, huh, Ken?
Yeah.
One more business.
Yeah.
That's great, though. That's really good to know. And it's a good location, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, because everything is there, you know, near Lowe's. I mean,
Right.
there's just everything all over the place.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow. Now, is there anything else that you want to touch base on before we do a little tour? We can talk as we do a tour, too, if you'd like.
I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me the name of your mascot again. There's a dog. Where is
Hercules.
Hercules.
Hercules. Come here, buddy.
There he is.
Come here, buddy. Hercules.
Come here.
Hi. Good boy. This is Hercules. Hello, baby. Hi. He's a good boy. He'd be your friendly greeter when you come in.
Yes, he
Loves
is.
He's
treats.
good. And you love treats?
Absolutely.
I don't have any treats right now.
He knows we're there.
Yeah.
We're very much a pet-friendly store, so
Oh,
we have our little treats behind the counter for.
so I could actually bring my dog in?
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Responsible dog owners are
Yes,
welcome.
responsible.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Key,
Key.
responsible.
And I think that's important because we love having pets in the store, but we're also mindful that some people are a little nervous or skittish around pets.
Yes.
So we have to be careful of that too.
Yes,
You know.
definitely. Yeah, not everybody's a pet lover.
Right.
So.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, that's smart. That's good. Wow. So let's take a tour.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, residents of Easton, friends and neighbors. This is Bill Ames, co-host with Priscilla Almquist Olson of the Film Connection on ECAT now for over 20 years. We're very proud of that. And we like to interview guests from Easton who have been involved in the film business, actors, producers. We're very fortunate today to have a producer of a film.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Sick of all the new shows and movies dominating pop culture? Well, have no fear, because Old Time Movie and Old Time TV are here, where we like to add our own flair.
There's a truck out front, and if we could just get the keys.
Man, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Those are flesh-eating zombies. They upended our car, okay? We're lucky to be alive, especially Joe. I had to pull him out of the trunk, for crying out loud.
It's been a long day.
Also, make sure to check out the Radiocast, our accompanying podcast where we talk about what we've watched.
There was a lot of moments of just Mac on the raft going down the river, just internal monologuing over and over and over.
We show the classics and nothing but the classics. Well, except for the weird ones. Check us out on all our channels as well as our YouTube.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the official first episode of Eatin' with ECAT. My name is Joseph Taft.
I'm Jack Ryan.
And I'm Abby Kitchenham.
We are, in fact, your co-hosts, and we are determined to bring you all the big eats that you can handle. So listen, if you're a foodie, You're not going to want to miss any of the action. Check out our website, www.eastoncat.org, or find us on social at EastonCat to find this episode on demand.
Oh, you're going down, Kissel. You're going down. You're going down.
I got through the foam and I'm getting a little more down to the... It's like...
The fact that there's jelly in this just unsettles me.
A Reuben sandwich is the best sandwich out. The sauerkraut mixed with the Thousand Island and the rye bread.
This is something I have never seen before.
We're good. We're all family here.
Where does the ice cream begin?
Big
and
bite.
the whipped cream end?
No more plate.
So here we are in the paint department. And what would you like to talk about here?
Well, we're a Benjamin Moore dealer. We do a fantastic volume of Benjamin Moore paint, quality paint. Again, going back to what I said earlier, my father, quality and service.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the complete line from painters all the way up to Aura, full-time people working here. If you come in this place at 7:30 in the morning, it's 5 or 6 paint contractors buying 30, 40 gallons at a time. So, I mean, it's very, very busy.
That's a lot.
So this is a big area for us.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of foot traffic. One of the biggest selling points of the store is the paint department.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I'm looking at all those colors over there.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Can't find a color. I don't know.
Right, exactly. I cannot believe how many there are.
The Benjamin Moore paints really are the quality paints. They, you know, if they don't have that color, we can match pretty much any competitor's color. Or we have a scanning machine that is almost 100% on if you come in with a swatch and you need a color match, like a custom color. You know, you see something in a magazine, you want to bring it in, you're like, this is the color I want. You know, so we can do that type of thing too.
Okay.
So
you have a machine or
we
something?
have a laser matcher.
And then,
Yep. Color RX. It's a laser matching machine.
That's excellent.
It is. I mean, it goes down to about 2 millimeters, so it's tiny little dots of scanned paint on somebody's hand. You know, so because they need it, they're like, this is what it is. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Sweatshirts, like scan it right off their clothes, like.
That's
so
amazing.
it is pretty amazing.
Because sometimes you look at magazines, you say, ooh, that looks so nice, but when you order something, it doesn't come the same.
It's different.
So if you bring it to you, then you can match. That's great.
Yeah, all of our guys, we have a wide range of experience with our paint staff, and they, they've worked in other locations, they've done other things, but they will go through, the whole job. They'll go from the color selection to the application to the substrates you're putting it on, what your best experience is going to be with that paint.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of misinformation out there. People think there's a paint and primer in one. It's just magic. But we really try to guide somebody into the right course of action for the best result.
Okay.
So
they certainly know their stuff.
Yeah, they certainly.
I am very lucky.
Yeah,
the paint people are very, very,
well,
as well as the whole crew.
Yeah, and they work with our painters. They do bulk buying deals and that type of stuff. So they're very versed in.
So
customer.
As we're going back here, we're going to go back and kind of look at. We've already saw that as our backdrop, but our barbecue area is a big part of another big part of our business.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot with Big Green Egg, which is using charcoal. Your traditional Webers. We have all Webers, all sizes.
It's a lot here.
Yep.
Wow.
We'll move a little further down. We have our pellet grills, our Traeger selection.
Pellet grills, really?
Yes.
I've never heard of that.
Grill. So
really?
It's a plug and play. You plug them in, and they use a hardwood pellet in multiple flavors. And you pop those in. Ideally, a lot of people use them for smoking, but they are grilled. They will get up to 500 degrees. You can sear and bake and do things like
Really?
Yep. They're a very versatile piece of equipment. And there's all ranges. From the tailgate, customer to the backyard, like
big mega.
This one, mega. I mean, this one's all electronic. I mean, you can.
It's electronic.
You can push buttons.
Wow.
And actually, this one's actually going out as a gift, actually, for a customer of ours for her son. So
Are you
so it's
kidding
gonna
me?
It's a big red bow on it.
Nice gift.
Oh my goodness.
So and now another new thing that's been really hot lately is Blackstone, and they're a griddle.
Blackstone.
You know, so it's the old. You know, when I was a kid, we used to go to the breakfast to the diners, and you know they'd be cooking on the griddle.
Yeah, right.
Now they've come back, and we sell quite a bit of griddles.
Wow.
And
Wow. What do you put on a griddle? Can you put anything on a griddle, or do you just do flapjack? You know, the flapjacks, or what do you put on a griddle?
You can do everything.
Anything.
So
Really?
I've done. You know, the first thing I try is that little volcano you see sometimes. You go out for like, you know, like a habanaki or you know that type of cooking where you make the little flame volcano. And stuff. That's fun. So, but I've done like stir fried rice and vegetables. We've done breakfast. We've done, you know, smash burgers are my favorite. I've done French fries. I've done pizza. I've done, you know, all those types of things. So there's so many different things you can do on it. It's just a different type of cooking.
That's interesting because you don't have the grates where everything falls through. You know, everything's right. Wow, that sounds good.
And you can see here, we've probably got 16 feet just here, and then 4 here and 4 there. I mean, I can tell you right now, I can name 4 or 5 customers that will be in on Saturday or Sunday buying their pellets, buying their spices every week.
Yep.
I mean, there is a spice for everybody here.
Wow.
There are so many though. I mean, it's, you know, you try, you know, Ace does a great deal. It's once or twice a year they do it. If you buy 4, you get, you know, I think it's like 10 or 20% off, you know, for it. And that's the only way to really try this stuff, like, because you'll pick up one and you don't know what you like, you know. So if you have a big party, try a little of this, try a little of that. You know, people love to experiment with flavors, tastes. Like everybody's taste buds are different, you know, and people from all walks of life come in and they're trying, you know, rib glazes, and they're trying like fish spices, and they're trying all kinds of taco seasonings and hot sauces, and you know,
and that's one of the things we do with our cooking is we'll feature certain spices. So we'll have so people will, what's that spice, and we'll tell them, and then they'll usually come
boy,
in.
that was so good.
Right.
And then, you know, show me where it is so I can buy it.
Right.
like those bacon wrapped Oreos. So there's a maple bourbon spice that I put on there, and then
Really?
on the bacon,
Maple bourbon spice.
Yep, on a bacon wrapped Oreo, and then
Maple
little
bourbon spice.
and then you need a little powdered sugar on top of it,
Oh.
just a little bit. So
Okay, I'm done. This is just unbelievable.
So as we keep going this way, I mean, another thing that's very hot is pizza ovens.
Oh, yeah.
So we have back here, you can't see, but we have the Uni pizza ovens, and we have the high-end Gosney pizza ovens here.
Wow, look at that thing. What?
What's it, 90 seconds it'll do a pizza?
90 seconds. Yep, gets
You're
up to
kidding
about
me.
950 degrees in there.
Are you kidding?
Yep, this is the Gosney Arc. This actually is a propane pizza oven.
Really?
You can put it actually right on a tabletop. You can put it right on a tailgate.
And it doesn't get too hot?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. So you fire it up. Takes about 20, 30 minutes to fire up to the correct temperature. But once that happens,
in and out.
That's
wow,
it. Yep.
That's.
They actually have you know, their own type of dough. It's just add water. It proofs in about 3-4 hours. So you do it in the morning. You're ready for lunch. Boom, done. Yep. Their bags of dough. It's about four pizzas per bag.
Per bag, yeah.
So it's actually you know, at a good cost point. So so people really.
Plus,
really
it's more fun doing it yourself, right?
You know, when you have parties like toppings, toppings parties, like the kids can throw whatever.
And it's not
on
15, 20 minutes
a
a pizza. You can do it in 90 seconds.
Yep.
Another big part of our business is outdoor power equipment. And so we do battery operated is really taking over. We do an incredible business with Ego Power Tools. We also do Craftsman, DeWalt. And then a big area, and they advertise quite a bit. Commercial is right behind us here is steel.
Oh, wow, yeah.
We're a big dealer in steel power tools, both battery and gas.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, those are all good names. Really good stuff.
Yep.
We try to have the best of all the brands. Like that's kind of
what I'm noticing. Yeah.
That's what Ace really likes to do. Like they, you know, you have your big names, your Big Green Egg and Traeger and Weber and Yeti. We bring in Yeti cups and coolers. You know, it's up in the front part of the barbecue area. We bring in different lighting companies. Steel is a big name. You know, the big three, the Milwaukee and Craftsman and DeWalt. Those are big power tool companies. And we do a lot of business with those. The battery power tools have taken off. Actually, a lot of work site regulations have changed. Like OSHA has basically cords out, so there's less accidents.
Noise.
So,
Do they really?
yeah,
Oh,
noise
I didn't
and
think of
like
that.
the cords, because they get wrapped up and
Oh.
there's a lot of accidents there. So everything's moving towards battery.
Interesting.
With the outdoor power equipment, the tools, backyard power equipment. Steel is in there, and Ego is in there. Most of the Milwaukee DeWalt's Craftsman, they're doing a lot of backyard power equipment as well. There are different regulations that are changing across the country. California has already started that, and it'll move this way.
Yeah.
Different areas, different towns have actually already done mandates, where
the towns themselves.
Right.
where it's
Really?
after a certain time.
You can't have the noise. You can't start early in the morning.
Condo
That
complexes.
makes sense, though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But a lot of our guys, even our gas power equipment guys, they take the small little piece that's battery, they can throw it right in the front of the truck, do a little job. There's no oil, no smell, no no combustion,
Right.
the maintenance is almost zero. So so it's almost
So
what's not to love?
Exactly.
just scanning the remainder here. I mean, we do have your typical departments that you would have in a hardware store. We have your hardware section, so you have your locks, your padlocks, etc. We have a whole aisle right here of nuts and bolts. We probably have every nut and bolt that you'd ever want to know. We have it. Then we, of course, have the electrical and plumbing section back here for people.
We try to keep, most of the things that you need around the house. Not a plumber supply type of company, but it's your toilet fixing, your sink, and your shower repair.
Right. We don't want to run all the way across town just to get,
Yep.
So
and going back this way a little bit, this area here is birdseed, and you'd be amazed at how much birdseed is sold in this town.
Really?
I mean, it is amazing.
Pallets? Are you kidding?
Literally, we have.
I love their birds, right?
I think the birds eat better than the humans sometimes in Easton.
Wow.
So that is a big department for us.
It's good to know.
Moving forward, grass seed and outdoor chemicals and things like that is in here. We're a big dealer in Scott's, but also in Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green is an up and coming, fantastic product for your lawns. Grass seed is just incredible.
Oh, that's good to know too.
And then as we go forward here, you got your tools, your wrenches, your screwdrivers, etc.
Everything. Wow. And there's so many different sizes and types
absolutely.
and everything.
It's funny, when we built this store, it's about 11,000 square feet of retail space.
Oh, that's a lot.
And I said to myself, I don't know how we're going to fill it.
Yeah.
Now I could use 4,000 more easy.
Really?
I mean,
and still have
it's
not enough room.
It's we're packed. I don't see how I can add much more, but we'll do it if we have to.
That's amazing. It's amazing that you know where everything is. You know what I mean? It's just, I know right where that screw is. Down here. Over there.
And the good thing about it is not only do Kevin and I, but all the employees do too.
Oh, really? Okay.
In fact, we've got a couple of them that know more where things are than Kevin and I.
Pretty good though. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. All right.
So, I mean,
the good thing about our employees though is that, every one of them, if they don't know where it is, they're going to take you there. They're going to go find it, and we'll talk about that. So, they're just, again, back to an earlier comment, it's about our customers, about our customer service, like bringing somebody to something, not just, it's, actually.
Aisle 5A,
I mean, I can give some pretty exact directions, but I mean, nothing beats, being able to walk over, look at the product. If I have any questions, I can ask, at that time, or, this other thing, and you can have that conversation, and you build a rapport, and then you talk about the other projects maybe that they're doing. So they might have come in for a drill bit, but what they need is wire ties because they're doing a cable project and they're trying to do something else, and it's like, oh, that's over here too, So it just opens that door for opportunity to really kind of get to the nitty gritty of a project with a customer and really dive in. And those are the customers that stick because they found that they have help here, and there's no judgment. We're trying to just help anybody we can. And, it's just, I think you leave with a better experience, and for me as a customer myself, that's a place I want to go back to.
Well, Ace's mantra is that you take the customer to the aisle and you help them.
Oh,
And I mean, our employees, I can't say it enough. If there's one thing I want to get out of all of this is one, thank you customers of Easton for being loyal to us and surrounding communities, and thank my employees. I am very fortunate to have the team that I have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I'm only as good as them.
Yeah. Oh, true, right?
You know, and they are truly fantastic, you know.
No,
and I better say one other thing, because I was told that I do have one other grandchild. And I don't, if he sees this, I don't want him to, I don't want him to say, Papa, you didn't mention my name. So he does work here unofficially, because he's only 10.
Okay,
he's only 10.
Okay.
And it's
truly a family business.
Well, I mean, you look at it, it's a family business in that, going back a little bit, my sister worked here, my brother-in-law worked here, my son worked here, you know, so my Kevin's wife worked here,
really?
you know, I mean, so it's really, there's not a, I don't think a member of the family that hasn't
All in the family.
hasn't worked here, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pride.
A lot of pride.
So if we keep moving,
Makes a difference.
then you have your big cleaning aisle.
Oh, cleaning aisle.
You know, where you have your soaps and your brooms and things like that.
Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Wow. You have everything.
Well, you try. I mean, it's hard to keep everything.
You don't need it.
That's our philosophy.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's very good.
And I mean, again, now we're starting getting into the paint department a little bit. Sundries, tapes, chemicals, stains, spray paint.
The stains,
And while we're up here, just to mention, another big area that we do a lot of business in is Yeti. I mean, we have a big selection.
Coolers, bags, backpacks.
Look at all
They're coming out with shakers and coffee, French coffee presses. And
they are? Yeti is?
Dog
Really?
bowls and all kinds of
bowls too? Really?
Yep. It's called the Boomer. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Hercules is waiting for
Hercules.
Oh, don't worry, Hercules. The food's coming.
But no, they've been a great product. There's certainly, there's competition out there that have been trying to, best them in the name, but they've just been a reliable product for us. They, they come out with, a constant stream of new colors and bright, fashionable stuff, and they work. It's
good quality.
It's very good quality.
Yeah,
very
it's
good
really
quality.
good.
And they stand behind their products.
Oh,
One
really?
of the biggest things that, that we really like, we enjoy, and I think our customers do. All of our products, like the Weber's, the Traegers, the Big Green Eggs, the Yetis, all those manufacturers, they stand behind their products. Their customer service is great.
Oh.
They answer questions if something is wrong. It's the way of the world. Things happen.
Yeah.
But the one thing is that they will stand behind those products. They will repair them. They will change them. They will change them out. They will find the pieces, the parts.
Really?
It just that's why we stick with a lot of the companies that we do. So customer service is king, and I think we believe that as a core. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the products that we bring in, that's what we look to do when we select those products.
Well, we have to stand behind our products, and I don't want a product that isn't a quality product. I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I just one other thing I want to show you before we conclude.
Oh, there's some dog stuff here, some pet stuff too, right?
But
look at all these.
One right here, one of our employees actually, she makes these racket pack.
She makes them?
Yeah. She's one of our employees here. We have a lot of talented people that are here. Yeah, we have some artists on staff. We have, some,
I mean, we try to do other local people have built these. This is a wife of one of the employees. Behind here.
That's nice stuff too.
Yeah. Behind here, these are all handmade, and I'm putting a plug by my son.
Your son?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that quality.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
nice stuff.
we try to incorporate even the community. But one other thing that, I want to make sure that people know that we have is we have a knife sharpening machine. The machine is amazing.
No.
$6.99, 3-inch to 12-inch non-serrated knives. If you bring in a knife to be sharpened, you better be careful with it because it is sharp.
You know what? I'll tell you, that's such a problem in my house having sharp knives,
Yeah.
So that's, wow.
Takes like 3 minutes to do a knife.
Wow.
It's
And so you do that for them, or you do,
We do it.
yourself?
We do it.
Okay,
Yep,
they
we
do,
do
you
it
do
for
it for you.
We do that.
Wow,
We do,
that's really not, that's a good price.
We do a lot of work with keys. I do car keys, like car fobs and like car keys, that type of stuff.
Yeah,
We do a lot of that. We cut and program those as well.
Really?
So we do a lot. We do a
You
lot.
do a
here,
lot.
You know,
Yeah.
and we try to make sure that most of our employees they're able to do it. So you
Okay.
kind of contact anybody, and everybody.
Yeah, you don't
wants
have to
to
wait
jump
for
in
that
and-
one person,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Yeah,
there's,
okay.
there's instances, but
Sure.
you know, some
Sure.
of us specialize in more than others. But
Yeah.
but yeah, we try to make sure that everybody kind of has their hands in everything. So you know, so our customers have
Wow.
a wide variety of people to go to.
Oh,
So I
thanks
hope
for pointing out.
everyone. I hope you've enjoyed your tour of Fernandes.
I have, and I already know exactly. I've got my eye on a lot of things here.
Beautiful.
I wish it was
Beautiful.
Mother's Day coming up, not Father's Day. But anyway, no, I would love to get some. This is a great place for Father's Day too.
Yes.
To buy
Wonderful.
things
Yep.
or any occasion,
Yep.
right? This is
Birthdays,
just amazing.
teachers,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
gifts, like all that type of stuff. So
Yeah, because everything is here, from homemade things to the best quality companies, and this is just
Little bit of
phenomenal. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And thank
Thank
you
you. Thank you
both
so
so
very much.
much.
We
Thank you
appreciate it.
very much. I appreciate it. Until next time, this is Discover Easton.